Hey, hi, hello again. It's me, Amy the Baker, back with another video. Today I'm going to attempt to make Snicker swirl cookies. I'm taking my Snickerdoodle recipe, well, my mentor's Snickerdoodle recipe. The Snickerdoodle recipe that I have, I'm taking that and I'm going to like roll it out and put jam on it and then roll it up and slice it and bake it. I feel like typically you'd see this type of application with a shortbread. I'm not the biggest fan of shortbread, so I am gonna try it with a Snickerdoodle instead, and it could end up very disastrous. I also have a very, very cranky baby who is gonna be probably in and out of here helping me. We'll see how this goes. Yes, snot nose. Everyone in the house was sick. Me the least amount sick, which is usually the opposite. Last like 5 times we've been sick. I'm the most sick. So this was a welcome change other than having no help from Nathan. Did you find the magnet? Very good. You want some raisins? So that's been stressful. I literally have not had a break in weeks. And yeah, I'm really feeling it. I'm really tired. But we're here, we're making a video because it's Friday and I'm falling behind. I debated just not doing anything this week, but I'm so close to a year of consistent posting. I don't want to fail now.
Yummy, 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 I got raisins in my tummy.
I swear the only thing he wants to eat these days is raisins, which isn't a bad thing. They're pretty good for you. Oh, okay. So we didn't end up going to the baby playgroup yesterday because yesterday was a hard day. He's still sick, but he's also now teething. I can see his gums are swollen in multiple places. Give this a quick mixy mix. He's been very keen to help cook the last like day or two. So that's been very cute. I enjoy having him help out. Although I don't enjoy if I have to go grab something and I can't leave him next to a hot pan, say, or an open cutting board or whatever. So I have to move him, he just loses it. That hasn't been fun. We'll need this. Boom. And this. Boop, boop, boop. You're so funny. Our coffee pot broke, so I just haven't really been drinking coffee. The first few days, I had such bad headaches, like caffeine headaches. The worst. But today I was just so exhausted, and we've been watching a little bit. Oh, I need that in there, honey. A little bit too much TV, so I was like, I need some energy. But yesterday, not even TV was helping him with his fussiness. I felt so bad. One sec, honey. Give it a mix. I think I'm just gonna try to one pot everything. Save myself some dishes because, as I said, I'm exhausted. There's so much going on in my personal life, and then also, how can you not be exhausted with the state of the world? The majority of comments that I see on Facebook, and yes, I know Facebook is a cesspool, political things will come up, and the majority of comments that I see are all in favor of Trump, in favor of Musk, becoming the 51st state, just conspiracies, blatant disinformation, and the amount of energy it would take to try to correct these people is pointless, for one, because they're just going to believe whatever the they want to believe, because they'll say, well, your news media is fake, and it's infuriating. It's so infuriating. The wildest thing to me is that it's these same people who are praising Trump and praising Musk who say the world is run by elite billionaire pedophiles, and it's like, well, what do you think they are? Okay, can I put you back in here? No.
Oh, okay, honey, I heard you.
Even though you're almost 30 pounds. We'll put this on the ground. I don't know how anyone can see the richest man in the world putting his hands in the government for free and think he doesn't have any conflicts of interest. Oh, my toe! Yes, the richest man in the world is doing all of this out of the kindness of his heart. He definitely doesn't want more wealth and power. It's actually astonishing to me. It blows my mind how lost people are that they would put trust in these insane human beings. There's no such thing as an ethical billionaire. And even just in their own comments about other human beings being less than human, like, I feel like I'm going insane. What do we do? It's so exhausting to try to correct it, but every single lie that's spread that goes unchecked will convince some other ignorant person. There is a difference between blatant hate and ignorism. Are you waving? There's a difference between ignorance and hate for sure, but it's a fine line, especially when you start getting into the territory of the White House posting ASMR, illegal aliens being dragged off in chains. Like, what was that? This is the bad place. We are living in the bad place. For rolling. I'm not claiming to have the solutions. And I have been saying our tax dollars have been being allocated incorrectly since I knew what taxes were. But to say that what is happening is like, ooh, And that's why you do it in your hand first. To say what has been happening recently is just finding all of the waste. I'm sure some of the things that are being cut have been waste. That's inevitable when you cut as much as they have been cutting. But also a lot of the things that they are cutting are going to have implications that we don't see for a while. My only hope is that someone can get into Trump's head that Musk has all the power and Trump is just Trump has no power over Musk, and Musk is the true king of the world that he's trying to be. Or that one of them gets some mysterious illness. Because a lot of the stuff that they're getting away with, other people wouldn't be able to get away with. People are letting these men get away with these things because they deem them likable and charismatic and whatever. I don't see it. I just see fear and hate running rampant in the entire world, honestly. We need to take back our attention. We need to be intentional with our attention because this whole digital space is dominated by our attention. That's what they want. That's what they're getting. We're losing our lives to pointless scrolling while people we'll never know the names of get richer and more powerful over the state of us and the world and the resources. I don't know. Something needs to change. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people are going to die before anything does change. I mean, a lot of people are dying. It is a sad and morbid thought to have, but I fear it is the truth. A selfish reason I had kids, and sorry, Leon, if you ever watch this in the future, is because of my fear of the state of the world. Oh, you want backup? Okie dokie. Just in that, well, I'm disabled. I feel like I can do most things an able-bodied person can do. I just have a lot less stamina to do those things. So I am fortunate in that regard. But as the world keeps getting bleaker and things keep going south, because unfortunately things will get worse before they get better, I would rather have babies now while there's still a modicum of stability. I give it 10 years tops before the climate really starts destabilizing. By that time, they'll be old enough to, help in everything that needs to get done in this hellscape of a world, which is very dark to think about, but it's the truth. Okay, this is going to be the difficult part because it's very sticky. Flip. I feel like the last few videos have been quite existential.
I'll give you a spoonful of jam. Maybe not a spoonful, but I'll give you some jam.
Oh yeah, that is what I'm doing. How did you know? I don't want to do too much because it is going to boil essentially in the oven. So I don't want it to create a huge big mess. Is that good jam?
Oh hot damn, this is my jam. Gonna party until the AM.
With Trump winning the presidency, my 10-year timeline that I thought we'd have stability for has dramatically shortened, especially if he tries to annex Canada, because I live in a border town, and yes, we're in BC, and he would probably try to go for the east first, but BC has less population, and so he might be more successful here. And what does that look like? Do we lose the house? In becoming citizens, do we lose everything that we owned as Canadians? What happens to my investments? I don't know, it's scary. It's scary to think about. I know that I would fight and that most of the people that I know would fight, but I also know there's a lot of people in town here who would welcome becoming the United States, and that's a scary thought. Whoop! I just want to roll this to be an even thickness. This is as good as she's gonna get. He helped make his breakfast that he didn't eat this morning. I'll put the clip in here. It was so freaking cute. What am I doing? I guess I'll just cut them like this because I already started.
Okay, jammy boy.
Let's wipe you down. Wipe the jam off your face. Okay. I don't know. I want more energy. I have so much extra cleaning tasks that need to be done, like the baseboards. I just did the windows, caught up on vacuuming. That's not really an extra thing. That's like a thing that needs to be done all the time, but it feels extra when you're drowning. This boy is driving me a little bit insane. It'll be easier if I just do everything else off camera. Okay, I'm gonna go now because he's getting very cranky. So don't you worry, don't you fret. This video is not over yet. I, Amy the Baker, will be back for a taste test right now. I'm back and I have a cookie. They spread out a lot more than I wanted, so if I was to do this again, I would add more flour and or some cornstarch. But yeah, let's take a bite. Just tastes like a butter cookie with jam. It's pretty good. similar to what you'd expect from a shortbread, but I do like the crunch of the sugar. And again, I just wanted them to be more fluffy. That was the whole point of doing a snickerdoodle and not a shortbread, but they're not bad. Also, I'm upset right now because Nathan ate the one cookie I was gonna use for the photo shoot. There's literally 4 bags full of cookies sitting on the island, and he ate the one that was separated and wrapped up on a plate. And I'm like, dude, I swear, he just doesn't think sometimes. They're also slightly underbaked, so the center is gooey, which isn't a bad thing, but not really what I wanted to go for. Leon's asleep, so I figured I'd do this now. Even though I'm very fresh-faced and my hair's mildly greasy. Whatever. I saw a post that kind of related to what I was talking about in the baking portion. I'll put it up here, but it essentially said,
You have to be a special sort of stupid to think that all these billionaires are suddenly tirelessly working for the middle class.
that's exactly my point. And it's just wild to me how many people are brainwashed by this, and they're the same people who claim that everybody who thinks trans people exist is brainwashed. What? What? What is going on in these people's brains? I don't understand what's so hard about just loving thy neighbor. How religious of me. I think everyone should have access to housing, access to education, access to healthcare, be able to express themselves however the frick they want to. It's not my business. I don't care. I don't care how you want to express yourself. I'm totally fine adjusting my language for your comfort. And I believe all of these things, that there should be equitable justice from the bottom up. But these same people who are complicit or active in the oppression of others, they almost like benefit from the fact that when the good guys win, we're not going to go and kill them all, because that's wrong. Maybe that's how the cycle gets perpetuated, because bad guys live and then produce more bad guys. Or maybe just some people are genetically prone to being bad, but I don't know if that's true. What? That was the last bite. I was gonna do it in 2. It started falling apart, just shoved it in. I don't know. Did anything I said in this video made sense? I haven't started editing it yet, so I guess we'll see. In any case, that will conclude the rant and ramble session at the end of the video here. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you like the video. Comment down below your favorite type of jam. I used raspberry in the cookies. I used to be a strawberry girl, and then I grew up. Subscribe if you haven't done that already, and I'll be seeing you guys again in the next one. Peace. I'm so happy. Jump.